See, a good leader trains up people with a clear mission. It isn't just go figure it out. It's like, I'm in it, watch me, and I'm going to have you go and do it, and when you come back, we're going to debrief it. And this works in parenting, this works in schools, this works in coaching, this works in business. You give a clear example of what you want them to achieve. Whether you have to lean into other resources like video, whatever, you just tell them, this is exactly what I want you to do. And all Jesus is saying to the 12 disciples is, you've been watching me do this. Now do exactly as I've done. And he went on to say with that mission, freely you've received, freely give. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts, no bag or journey or extra shirt or sandals or a staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person to stay at their house, and until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. That's what Jesus did. It's like when you go about this clear mission, here's how I want you to do it. I want you to follow these principles. And these are the principles Jesus followed. He walked into homes. He gave it his blessing. He stayed with it. Sometimes when things didn't go right in a home and he walked out, it was clear there was no peace in that place. He lived off of faith in the Father to supply for his needs, so he didn't bring resources with him. And Jesus had moments in towns that were encouraging and things happened that were phenomenal, and there were moments in towns that were discouraging and nothing happened. But they saw him in action because he took the time to mentor them on the mission and the skills he wanted to develop in them. And that's what good leaders do. That's why coaches show training videos. They pull out field tape. They show you other athletes. They try to give you a model to inspire you. This is why a good supervisor will talk to you exactly about the skills that they want you to carry out, and will even model the behavior that they want you to exhibit. That's why teachers are so influenced into classrooms. They have a clear mission for the class and a project that they want them to achieve, a model of what it should look like, and then they coach the behaviors they want to see in the students as they play it out. Influence begins with clear mission. Influence also describes the clear challenges that the team is going to face in the job or the mission you've asked them to achieve. So Jesus says, I'm sending you out like sheep among the wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snake, as innocent as doves. And then he goes on to describe. He goes, guys, this isn't going to be easy. You're going to face hardship. You're going to face persecution. You're going to have significant political leaders try to use their authority and power against you. This is going to divide your own families. I want you to understand the challenges you're going to face as you carry out the mission I have assigned to you. And since I, the master of the household, have been called the prince of demons, the members of my household will also be called by even worse names. Jesus is like, I'm not asking you to do anything I haven't done. I'm not asking you to face any challenge I haven't faced. That's a good leader. That provides influence. When a coach says to you, guys, I'm going to be here first thing in the morning going through tapes, I'm going to be the last one off the field or the court. When a boss says to you, you can depend on me, I'm going to be the first person in and the last person out. The struggles that you're going to face in life as you deal with your children and you talk about the challenges that you're facing, you're saying you're making clear the challenges so they're not caught by surprise. You're not minimizing the impact of those challenges. You're putting them right on the table at the very start so they understand the mission isn't easy. And I'm not trying to sugarcoat what you're going to experience. It's what I do when I meet with people going through difficult times. You know, as I try to exert a little bit of influence to people maybe who are grieving or going through difficult times, I've said often to people who have lost someone that they love, as I'm trying to exert some influence to help them in their faith, the first year is going to be hard. Every anniversary, every holiday, there's going to be unexpected moments. So we do with premarital. Your first year is going to be hard. You share the challenges. You don't avoid them so they know that they can trust you and they didn't feel caught off guard when they happen. As a good leader, Jesus also influenced with clear support. He gave clear support to them in two ways. Don't worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you'll be given what to say, for it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Jesus is saying, you know that Spirit that you saw descend upon me in baptism? That same Spirit's going to be available to you. And when you're caught in a situation and the pressure's on, you don't know what to say, you throw up a quick prayer, Spirit help me, and the words will come. He did this in the context of being brought into court or being brought before political leaders. When you're fearful of your life in imprisonment, Jesus says the Spirit is there to tell you what to say. And I've seen this play out in people's lives. I've had conversations with parents who are walking with God, walking in the Spirit, who say, I didn't know how that came out of my mouth when I was talking to my child, but it was just there. Times in business where I've talked with Christian leaders in their secular business environments who said, the words just came to me. Because they're walking with the Spirit that Christ has given them. Christ is saying, when I send you out onto the field, I want you to know the support you have available to do the mission I've called you to achieve. And he backed that up even further. He said, are not 2 sparrows sold for 1 penny? And not one of them will fall to the ground apart from your Father. But even the hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore. You're more valuable than many sparrows. In the midst of all these challenges, Jesus shows this beautiful promise of support where he says, the Father has your back. He knows you. He knows you so intimately. He knows every hair on your head, including the ones you've lost. Right? I got you in that moment. You're not alone. This is like, sometimes I've been with people who've talked about their moments in work where they're out on the field or doing a sales call and they feel like there's no backup. They're out there on their own. Not so with the mission of Christ. What he is saying is that your Heavenly Father knows where you are, what you're doing, what you're facing, and what's the best thing to do. He has your back. Because a good leader provides meaningful support.